when you're making videos, whether it be for YouTube or on a live stream, or even on something like Zoom or Team or Meets, one of the most important things is audio quality. Now, you may use a standard handheld mic or a gaming headset, or you may have something more specialized, such as the handheld MK100 here, shotgun type mic, or a lavalier mic like my Audio Technica here, the ATR 3350, which I consider to be one of the best budget lavalier mics that you can get. The problem with this type of microphone though is that it is built for stereo input, and to use with a mobile phone, as many people do, you need to have a converter of some such. This brings in its own problems as well, and we'll get into those a little bit later. So to give you some contrast, here is me using the shotgun mic, the handheld MK100, just to give you a little bit of idea of what the sound quality on this is like. I'll switch over now to the lavalier mic so you could hear that as well, and I'll be using that for the rest of the video. So now I've switched over to my Audio Technica ATR 3350 or 3350 ATR, I'm not sure which way that goes, but if you look it up, that's what it is. It's very similar to the BoYa BY-WM4 I believe it is, or BY-30 perhaps. It's a powered lavalier mic, and as you can tell, I love this microphone. The audio quality is brilliant, but as you see in my last video that I made, it does have its drawbacks, and that is it is a corded microphone, and it does tend to get in the way quite a bit. As you can see, as I'm trying to drill here, it's getting in the way all over the place, and it can be a little bit dangerous if you're doing various types of work like this. The other problem that I had with it was when I plugged it in to my mobile phone with one of these adapters, in some of my audio conferencing software, you could use Zoom or Meets or Teams or even Facebook video, it made an awful crackling sound, which means that because there's extra connections between it and the phone, it poses lots of problems and areas for things to go wrong. So I decided it's about time I made my next step and got something a bit more useful, something I can use both with the camera and the phone. And I had a look online, did a bit of research, and I believe I've got the best value for money. It's not the cheapest, but then again, sometimes you want to have a bit more quality than cheapness. Let's get this opened and you can see what it is. So if I manage to get the pull cord off and slide out the box, make sure there's no paperwork in there. It is in fact, as I mentioned earlier, BoYa. Now I'll just make sure that this video is in focus as usual, and it is a BoYa BY-WM4 Pro wireless microphone. It's in three parts. As you can see, you have the microphone that you can plug into it, you have the transmitter and the receiver, and of course I can still use my microphone that I have at the moment, my Audio Technica, with this. Let's get it open and see what's in there. Let's have a little look at the box first. It says mobile phone, tablet, laptop or PC, camera and video camera. On the back there, super clear audio, compatible with all the ones I just said, lightweight, easy to use. There's a hard case included, standard camera shoe included, up to 164 foot operating range without any obstacles of course, and the power is supplied by two AAA batteries, so not a lot of power needed there. I'm not sure, I think there's probably 2 per transmitter and receiver, yes, so it's 4 in total I believe, but I'll get to that when we open it up and have a look. It may be 1 in each. Frequency band 2.4 gigahertz, which is standard. Frequency response 35 hertz to 14 kilohertz at plus or minus 3 decibels. Noise 84 decibels or more. Distortion 0.5. Audio input connectors are normal 3.5 millimeter. Now there are several different connectors in this box as well. We'll see that when we open it up. Power requirements is 3 volts, that's 2 AAA size, so it looks like it is just one in each. And then the dimensions and the weight, it's only 47 grams without the battery. So you're talking about 56, 60 grams at most. Let's open it up and have a look at the actual contents of the box then. I do quite a bit of live work online, and I have had a lot of problems with crackling of late. So here we are. As usual, you got your little Shenzhen Jihu Photo Industrial Limited. Okay, it's a little warranty card. I'm not sure of what value that is, but there we go. And of course the operating instructions, the manual, which of course, as ever, go off to the drawer of obscurity. Some people wonder why I chuck them away. Quite simply, I believe that technology should be just usable from the opening of the packet. It shouldn't be difficult to understand. So let's see what's in here. You got that part is the receiver, that part is the transmitter, so you can look either side there. Got on-off switches on both, volume switch on that one, pairing switch on that one, in and out, and audio for headphones, and line out for that, or line in rather, for that one. So I suppose on that one you could actually put in some sort of a music player as well to go with the voice. I'm not sure how you balance that though. And then we have all the connections, which is the part that I'm really happy about. I couldn't find many with all these connections. So you have the hot shoe to go on your camera or video camera. You also have your microphone, of course. You have your little gel packet, that can go away as well. You have this, which is the important one for me. It's the transmitter, or rather the receiver I should say, to a mobile phone. So you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bands there, which is what you need for the mobile phone, and the normal stereo one there. And then for the mobile, or rather for the camera or video camera, you have 3 poles, and that's for normal stereo. And then finally in here you have your little clip. I'm going to have to open this up. It doesn't want to open, so it's a metal clip, which is nice as well, and it's a very strong plastic. Yeah, got it at last. So there you go. You got your clip to go on your microphone. Very secure, and of course your little foam wind stopper to go over it. Bit crushed at the moment. Get it on eventually. There we go. So that's all ready now. So let's get this all out so you can see it, and then we'll have a look at the batteries that we need. So there's a battery row there. Is it 1 or 2 per unit? These are tight as well. So it is 2 per unit, and plus and minus. So we need to get some batteries. So plus there, and a minus there. That one's ready. And then the same for the second one. We have plus and minus, so plus there, minus there. So now that's all set up. This is the receiver, so that needs to go either with that or that, and this is the transmitter. So that of course goes with the microphone, so you plug the microphone in there, and your auxiliary source if you want it. And then this as well, you can, if I get it right now, figured it out, I think it just slips off by the looks of it. It says push it that way. Ah, there we go. And then this just slips on in its place. And that's ready to go on top of your camera. So if I grab my other camera, all that does is just slip on to the top. And of course you can position it, turn it whichever way you want to make it the way you want it. For a camera you of course use this one with the 3-pole connector. Plug that into the audio out, or I get it the right way around, the line out and into the camera. I suppose you could use the audio out as well, but then you may run into problems of clipping, and that's all set up, it's ready to go. If instead you're using of course a mobile phone, just bring my phone in, you'd use the other connector with the 4-pole going into the phone, and then the 2-pole going into the line out, or the headphone. Probably the line out is the correct one though. So that's all ready now. So all I've got to do now is try it, then we'll have a little see if we can hear the difference in tone and quality, and if it is as good indeed as my Audio Technica wired microphone. Okay, so now we've got it working off the radio mic, which means I can move around the whole room if I needed to be able to talk, if I needed to pick something up that I'd left on my desk for instance. And well, what do you think? Does it sound as good as the wired mic? Is it as good a quality? I don't know, because I won't know until I actually edit this video. But I think it's going to be a really good buy. It is £100 for the whole unit. I think it's well worth it myself, because as I said, you can plug in any microphone you want into the receiver unit. So you can have a desk mic, for instance. You can have a high quality mic plugged into there as well as the normal microphone that comes with it. Or you could use the microphone as I am now. I think that's really all I have to say. The source I got this from, of course, was Amazon UK, and it came next day delivery. And at the moment, so far, with everything, I'm very happy with it. And I hope you will too if you decide to buy it. For now then, from me, thank you for watching.